All right, guys, I'm back in Carlsbad, California. I was at this coin shop the other day, and I saw a deal that I don't want to pass up. It's First National Bullion in Carlsbad, raising the bar. Let's go spend $7,000, $8,000. I don't know. Let's see what we can do here.
International Staffer.
Maximum security. I love it. What's up, man?
Good to see you.
How's it going?
Doing good.
Good to see you again. I was in here the other day, and I'm a sucker for 100-ounce bars, especially Engelhard, Johnson Matthey, even Geiger. But I saw this Johnson Matthey, and you know, I had dreams about it all night long. What can we work out on that?
Let's see.
I think yesterday you said $55 under spot. I believe you said. No, I'm kidding.
Let's see what I could do. So spot right now is at 36.22.
Yeah, what's the best you can do?
Let's see.
Look at this chunk, guys. Anyone watching this, have you ever wanted a 100-ounce bar? If so, have you pulled the trigger? If not, would you pull the trigger on a Johnson Matthey, an Engelhard, or something else? Let me know in the comments below. Look at that. You guys, should I get some gold too, maybe? I might get some gold.
All right, so deal of the day. I'll give you wholesale pricing on it, so it'd be like 75 cents over.
Let's do it. I love it. Want to see if you have any ounces of gold for spot or close?
Yeah, I probably do. And now I have like some weird stuff
Okay.
that I could do for spot, something like this.
What is that, a freaking llama?
Yeah, it's a cat.
Okay, what else you got?
Goodies
Dude,
got in there.
these 50 peso Mexican coins, I had a couple opportunities to get them at like obviously much cheaper prices. Never pulled the trigger on it, but now I'm like, I should have
Wish
done.
you could have.
I should.
Wish you could go back in time and get some.
I wish I could go back. And you know, I might even buy you a buyer too if you've got fractional to add up to an ounce that I could get for close to or near.
So I just have 1/4 ounce Eagles and a 1/4 ounce Krugerrand.
I'd be down for those if you could do them at spot.
I couldn't do the Eagles at spot. This one again came in through the door. And I
Okay.
can give you a deal of the day. And this one's not in the best condition, so it's a little beat up. It's
take
kind
a
of
look
dirty.
at it.
So I think that one came from like a bezel in jewelry. So
Okay.
they're usually a little damaged and not too desirable.
Yeah, I probably don't want the damaged one.
Yeah.
What else you got?
That one, I could probably do these nuggets. These ones are kind of tough sells. So most people like the kangaroos instead. So I think I've got a few of those ones I could do.
Oh, Australia nuggets. Okay, might be interested in that. What is that, a half ounce?
No, it's a full ounce.
Oh, is that a full ounce? Just small? What else you got?
Another nugget.
I think I'll pass on the cat, dude.
Okay. No, I'm like cat.
The cat's crazy.
So I have like miscellaneous foreign stuff that would be spot.
Can I take a look at that?
Yeah, and even some like pre-33 gold that would be spot.
Yeah, I'd be interested in maybe some of that.
Okay.
Where's the pre-33 that you would?
So I've got some St. Gaudens,
Yeah, I'd be interested in that.
some of those, and then some $5, and then some $5 Indians.
Okay. I'll do a St. Gaudens. I don't recall how much gold is in a St. Gaudens.
So I think it's 96.7% of an ounce.
Can we just
If I'm
double
going
check?
just off the top of my head. Yeah, so 96.7% of an ounce. Spot on is 3,216.
Okay, and then what would the price on one of these Indian heads be?
Indian heads would be 804.
So 804 plus, what was the last one, 33?
So it's 3216.
Let's
So
say
it's 4,021 for the Indian, and then the St.
Okay, I for sure want a St. Gaudens. I feel like this one's in better shape. What do you think?
Yeah, this one, a customer set this one aside and said that he would be back for it, and then he never came. So.
Well, I'm gonna do this.
All right.
And if I have enough, I'll do this.
Okay. All right. So this one for sure, 100 ouncer,
And maybe
and
this.
then maybe that one.
Yep.
Already. So I'll get all that written up. What's the name that you want on the receipt?
You could just put IS on there.
IS.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
All right, man. So you're saying 7,715 bucks?
Yep. Exactly.
Let's run it. So these should be in thousands.
Okay.
Actually, that's
Perfect.
800.
Okay.
Oh, we're gonna do the money counter, huh?
Yep. Go straight
Hold
to the
up.
money
Hold
counter.
up, we're coming.
Makes my life a lot easier.
It should be 7,800, I believe. Uh-oh, counterfeit. Counterfeit.
Perfect. I'll give you some change.
And do you mind if we can run these on the Sigma Metalitics Verifier Pro just to show folks?
Yeah, of course.
This might be just slightly too small. It has to like cover the black ring exactly. So yep, checks out on that one. Good to go.
It's not too rare that I see like a really good one. The good fakes are usually made out of gold.
There was a coin scam going up in Oregon, and they actually hollowed out a bunch of American gold eagles, put tungsten cores in them, so it looked and felt legit. And I got it for, wait, what? Ladies and gentlemen, that is a tungsten core in a real American gold eagle. I can't quite recall the story how they caught it, but it was discovered and a bunch of dealers searched their stuff and actually found it.
Yeah.
And they were like glued on good. Quick question, so with the gold and silver price going ham, are a lot of people bringing in fake coins? Are you seeing an increase in fakes, or is it just kind of status
Not
quo?
necessarily. I've seen a lot of fake jewelry come in. People trying to sell fake stuff that's stamped, you know, 14, 18 karat, and then you acid test it and it's not real. I've seen a lot of that. And then occasionally I'll see fake stuff, but I don't think it's as common as people think.
Now, when you see the fake stuff come in, are the people, do you think they know and they're trying to scam you, or you think they just got taken advantage of before?
I think the majority of people kind of get scammed. I had one guy on eBay. He bought stuff on eBay and got scammed. One guy went to an auction website. I've got a little box of fakes here. So, like this one is fake. This one's fake.
Oh yeah, and you can tell this looks pretty thick
Yeah,
for a 1 ounce.
Exactly. And then that one didn't register on the Sigma.
They did a good job on this.
Yeah,
like it looks
one,
decent.
Yeah.
It feels like.
It's not too half bad. Some fake 1 ounce bars. So
Yeah.
these fake eagles are pretty easy to see. So
Yeah.
they're pretty bad.
And you caught these all in the Sigma?
Yeah, so these ones, Sigma, a lot of the eagles, you can tell just by looking at them, but those bars are pretty good.
These are pretty good bars.
So the Sigma caught those ones, so
I mean,
run everything through.
these bars honestly might trick me if I wasn't checking them and it was just
Yeah.
like a quick buy like at a garage sale.
Yeah.
I might risk it. One of the easiest ways to tell too if you're unsure is like the ping test. So if you hold it and like, let's see. Whoops, I'm bad at it.
Yeah, that's much more high pitched than the...
Yeah, and hear that. Well, thank you for showing me around. Thank you for this
Absolutely.
purchase, super epic. Any final words to the viewers for this trip here? Any advice for people that are looking to continue to build their gold and silver wealth?
I would just say be patient. I don't think this is over yet, so I think it's going to keep going up. So be
Dude.
patient and keep stacking.
I think it's just the start. And what I tell people is like, don't overextend. Don't buy now if you're gonna have to sell in like a couple months, right?
Yeah, that's really
Buy
good.
now if you can hold it for a year plus. Because I do think it's gonna be wild, but gold and silver pull back, there's always manipulation, but over the long term you win. So if you can afford to hold it for the long term, do it. If you might have to flip around and sell it in 4 months to pay the rent, you could win, you could lose. That's a little risky.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's really good advice.
Cool, man.
I second that.
Well, I appreciate you letting me in here. Thank
Yeah,
you so
of
much for the
course.
purchase.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
next time I'm in town, I'm definitely going to stop in, and I might come back for this mysterious box. Guys, I just broke his glass. No, I'm kidding. All right, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, of
Thanks, guys.
Catch you on the next one.
Catch you on the next one.
One stacker.